All right, so we're going to jump in here with Tony and talk about the moment that you had here. If you've been paying attention to social media at all, or even if you watch Good Morning America or the Today Show, in Chicago there was a mystery jogger that apparently photobombed a marriage proposal and went all over the internet. And I was driving to Ohio with my family for a wedding shower for my brother-in-law and his soon-to-be bride, who is my goddaughter. Shout out to you, Lauren, if you're listening. And my wife says to me, "Oh my gosh, take a look! Tony Martin went viral." And I said, "Well, I hope that he was vaccinated." Seriously. She showed me the picture, and there you are standing in front of this young couple, deer in the headlights look, and you are now the mystery jogger. So tell us a little bit about how that came to be, Tony.
Yeah, well, I was down in Chicago. We went to the zoo. I was with a bunch of my friends, and I was just walking, and they were all to my left. And we were trying to find shelter, actually, because it's about to start downpouring. And I look to my right, and I see this man get down on his knee, and he starts to propose. And I'm like, oh, snap, that's really cool. But I didn't notice that there was a guy taking a picture of it. So I just keep walking, not noticing that he was there. And I guess, that's when that happened, and I took a step back, and that's when that post went all over the internet. And I tried to get out of it, but I guess I was still in there, and I was just thinking to myself, man, I wonder if he really got me in there, and I guess he did. And he posted everywhere, and now it's all over Good Morning America and all those other news stations, so I thought that was pretty funny. Yeah.
Yeah, and I noticed they memed the heck out of it, too. I saw a picture of you on the moon. I saw a picture of you, where else did I see? I don't think I saw a picture of you at any inaugural addresses with any presidents. What are some of the ones you've seen yourself on?
Well, I did see one of me on the Beatles album. That one was pretty funny.
Crossing Abbey Road.
Yes.
That was great.
Yeah. That was probably my favorite one. I like the one of me standing, of the new Avengers movie. All of them are flying right over me, and I'm just like standing right there. That was pretty cool. There's one of me entering like some teleporter thing, and all the dinosaurs are there. And I think there's one of me of Michael Jackson too. I don't know. There's been a lot, pretty creative, so they're all pretty funny.
It's you can never predict what's going to just make it big and what's not. We got the man about town here also, Jim Selovich, who is my producer. Hey, Jim, how are you?
I'm doing great, doing fantastic.
What do you think of this? How does this happen?
How do you make money on that? That's what I want to know. I mean, they're using your likeness.
I'm going to tell you how. I'm going to tell you. You got to make hay when the sun is shining.
Absolutely.
There's a guy on the internet. If anybody wants to know how to get internet famous or how to follow a path, there's a guy named Gary Vaynerchuk. Swears.
Oh yeah, Gary's the best.
Yeah,
Gary V.
And he talks about this. He talks about the incredible work ethic that it takes, and when your ticket gets punched, how you got to run with it. Another former Pee Wee football teammate of Tony, Tristan Jass, did that. He was in high school at Tremper, and he was making videos, putting them on YouTube, and he just happened to juke his one of his teachers, and Sham got him, or they call it the ankle breaker, and the guy wipes out. Video goes absolutely viral, and they did some really smart things. Within days, him, his brother, and his cameraman, Trent, were out there putting a video out every single day. Now, here's what happens when you do that and people follow. Your YouTube channel gets to the point where you have lots of people watching, and you start to monetize. And when you have content that is friendly toward a younger audience, it's even better. It's not edgy. It's not controversial. It's fun to watch. It's easy to watch. His audience is probably primarily 11 to 14-year-olds, maybe even a little bit younger. My son thinks he's fantastic. I had him on my podcast show before he joined the airwaves a couple of times. And the trick is you just keep going with it, and you might be popular, you might not. People have to like your content.
Sure.
It has to be good quality content. But when something like this happens and you just start putting good content out there, what happened is, they use your likeness, but it just created an opportunity. A door just opened for you.
Yep.
And provided you have the sense to walk through it and the business moxie to work your way through it, you can do some really incredible things with that. So when I saw that, and I saw it as another guy, I'd hate to call you a kid because you're a man now, but you're the same age as my kids. But when I see a guy that I know who came up through Kenosha have an opportunity like that, it excites me. And I hope that you take that and that you run with it. Have you ever thought about doing this sort of thing before this even happened?
No, not at all. I mean, if there was a way for me to be famous, never thought it'd happen like this. I mean, I don't think I'd ever be famous, but yeah, I never thought I'd become a meme. That's just pretty funny to me, actually.
Yeah, normally that's a negative thing, but in your case, it's pretty darn cool. And of course, I memed you right before this episode. I said, look who's going to be on here. So here he is. Take a look if you're watching on GetRealWithRalph.com. You can see him. Look at the camera over there. We got the little camera. This is Tony Martin. He is your mystery jogger. Wasn't even jogging.
Yeah, that's another thing. I was just walking down, trying to get out of the rain, and apparently people think I was jogging. So, but I wasn't. I was just walking. So,
well, running, jogging, whatever it is, you made sure you looked good doing it. And that's what matters.
Yeah, I think I always look good doing anything, so I think that's the